The following story has been brought to you by StoriesToInspire.org.
At 3:30, there was another levaya. And that was a levaya of a 20-year-old girl from my school, Malki Klein, who suffered for many, many years. And I went to be Menachem Avel. I mean, she was in my school till she was 17. She's been out of school 3 years. And tonight I went to visit her father before I got here. So in the same building, you have Rabbi Zlotowitz and Malki Klein. Potential realized to a crazy level, potential unrealized to a crazy level. And I was speaking to her father tonight, I never saw a parent in my life give more to a child than this mother and father did. Not normal. Not normal what they did for her. But the pain won out. It won out. It was love against pain, and pain won. But, so he said to me, he picked her up from California. She was living in California. He picked her up on Friday, not this Friday, last week Friday. She came back. And the plane arrived at 6:45 to 7 in Newark, Erev Shabbos. To make a long story short, till she got out of the plane and that, Shabbos was 8:13, right? So he had to really get back to Brooklyn very fast. But he felt that it was pikuach nefesh, that he had to pick up his daughter. There was no question about it. So he's on the belt. He's on the, what do they call that? It's not the belt. Staten Island Expressway. So he comes off the Gotham. He's on the Staten Island Expressway. There's a girl that suffered and just went through a lot of stuff in her life. And he comes to the HOV lane. The HOV lane is the lane that if you have 3 people in the car. So all the other lanes are stopped. It's Erev Shabbos. His Waze says that he's getting home 2-3 minutes after Lichbenchen. He still has the other 15 minutes, but he's right. And if you get on the HOV lane, you can fly the other lane, but he's only 2. It's just him and his daughter. And the HOV is for 3. In California, the HOV is for 2. So Malki says to her father, we got to get onto the HOV lane. He goes, no, this is New York. The HOV lane is for 3. It's not California where you're coming from. The HOV lane is for 2. So she says, well, what's the problem? We are 3. The father says, well, unless there's someone in this car that I don't know about, unless you have a stowaway in your luggage, we're only 2. She goes, Hashem doesn't count? Hashem's not in the car with us? She told me over tonight. This is a girl that went through all this stuff, and she's in a car, and she was already not in such a good place at that point, and she looks at her father and says, but Hashem is with us. I told her father, and I said, I don't think the cop ever heard that one. I think if he would have pulled you over, and he would have said, hey, you're only 2, and you would have said, well, God's in the car, I think either you're going to get 2 tickets for being a wise guy, or you're going to be like, wow, I never heard that before. But that was Malki.
Enjoyed this story? Come again. Bring a friend. StoriesToInspire.org